Former one championship double champion REINER just made his UFC debut this past weekend at UFC Apex 100, and he had some interesting things to say in his post-fight interview at the post-fight presser. Very interesting stuff regarding the relationship between one championship MMA fighters and the rest of the world, the rest of MMA across multiple promotions, across all the different promotions. This is very interesting stuff here by REINER.
Yeah, it's been a bad couple of years. The stress I've been put through, the stress my family's been put through, to even just get fights, it hasn't been nice. This is something. It's hard for me to talk bad because I've had.
So he's saying it's been a rough couple of years, a relationship that has been difficult, strained with one championship. He's appreciative of one championship. He doesn't want to talk crap, but he's about to. It's been a strained relationship. The last couple of years have been very tough for him and his family, trying to get fights, trying to book opponents. This is something that one championship is definitely struggling in when it comes to MMA. Their kickboxing and Muay Thai stuff is fantastic. You gotta watch that stuff. It's can't miss. Some of the best fighters in the world in Muay Thai and kickboxing, but MMA seems to be struggling a little bit right now over there.
I had a couple good years at one as well. In the beginning, they treated me well, but over the last couple of years, it's been really bad. And this is something I feel I have to do for other fighters. If you think of signing with one championship, don't. It's that simple. You should not. There's nothing there. There's no fights. You're just wrong if you do this. If you sign there, this is a bad mistake.
So this is his second language. English is his second language. Not everything came off exactly how he wanted it to. But he is saying that if you are an up-and-coming MMA fighter, do not sign with one. There is nothing there for you. There are no fights. It's a bad idea. Now, he's not saying that you won't get paid, you won't make money, you won't have fights. It's just there isn't the right level of matchmaking. There aren't enough fighters. The roster's not there. They're just not going to treat you the proper way that they need to. They're not going to offer you 3 fights like MMA does in the UFC, for example. This is going to be a tough out for any up-and-coming MMA fighters. This is very interesting, and now other fighters, some of this stuff's coming out there. Bibiano Fernandes, earlier, when was this, last year? Earlier this year? I don't quite remember. Actually, the article says it right here, December 23rd, 2013. Bibiano Fernandes, former champion at one, is stepping away, advises fighters to think twice before you decide to go there. He was an MMA fighter. Again, there's some correlation between MMA and one championship that is not very good right now. They're Muay Thai and kickboxing. Like I said, it's fantastic. All of them doing very well, being very successful, getting a lot of fights. It's just MMA. Their roster is not there. Casey O'Neill, fighter at UFC. Advice for young fighters everywhere, to be honest. Do not sign with ONE FC. The contract is a jail sentence for your career. Marcus Almeida, we'll get to that in a second. He just fought out his fight. He is on his last fight in his contract. He just fought. He just won. Now he's allegedly a free agent. But we also had Sage Northcutt a couple of weeks ago announcing that he has been terminated. His contract is over at ONE Championship. He was supposed to be their next American star, their big guy, the karate guy, the fun action fighter, Sage Northcutt, leaving ONE Championship. Also, Mikey Musumeci just a couple of weeks ago. I made a video about this, but he also left ONE Championship. Grappling, MMA, they're all seem to be jumping ship, leaving, going somewhere else. There's got to be something going on over there, especially when it comes to MMA. Like I said, Marcus Almeida, Buchecha, the jiu-jitsu specialist, the great heavyweight jiu-jitsu artist. He's jumping ship. He's leaving. His contract just ended. He just took on Amir Ali Akbari the other night, and he won in decisive fashion, got the first round submission locked up. It was very fantastic. But he's a free agent now. He fights in MMA. Where's he going to go? I hope he goes to the UFC. Somebody making some comments here I have. Slate, whoever this is. Honestly, there's a couple of favorable matchups for Buchecha in the top 15. He can literally walk in tomorrow and duck a hook, and he's the number 11th fighter in the UFC. I think he beats a Tai Tuivasa. I think he beats Rogerio de Lima. He is very quick on his takedowns. He's very lethal on the ground. He's like a panther on the ground. They always describe him as. I think he beats a Derek Lewis. I think he beats a Jorginho Rosenstruik. A Marcin Tybura might be tough. A Stipe might be tough. A Spivak might be tough, but I think he gets it done. He's just more athletic. Yes, is he probably on steroids? I don't know. It's possible. It's one championship. They're pretty loose with that stuff. But this guy jumps into UFC and instantly comes in, fights a couple of guys in the top 10. Like, this is no question. Like, this is very easy to see. So he's out of his contract. Now, put your tinfoil hats on, your conspiracy theory on here. This is where I'm going to go conspiracy mode. Rugrug just defeated Anatoly Malikin at one Fight Night 169 the other night, Friday night. Defeated him. Everybody thought going into this one that Rugrug had no chance. He's not that good. Yes, he's an athletic specimen. Yes, he's fairly well-rounded, but he's not that good. He's not going to take out a dangerous Anatoly Malikin. Now, I watched the fight, and it was close. It was back and forth. But Rugrug ultimately came out on top, beat up Malikin. Now, did Malikin come off the sauce? Is he coming off the steroids? Is this why he lost? I don't know. It was a heavyweight matchup. Malikin's more of kind of that light heavyweight, smaller heavyweight style. But again, conspiracy theory here. What if he's losing to get out of his MMA contract? We know how MMA contracts work. If you're a champion and you win a championship fight, they extend your contract. If you win in a title fight, they extend your contract so that you cannot retire. You have to wait it out. You cannot retire if you win championship fights. So maybe this is him losing a fight intentionally. This is crazy. I don't know if it's true. I don't really think that it's true, but it's possible because of all these MMA fighters. Malikin's arguably their best MMA fighter, or at least we thought so before the other night. What if he lost this fight so that he can get out of his contract quicker and he can go be a free agent, go sign with PFL, go sign with UFC? Just a thought. I'm just going to leave it there. It's possible. I think it's possible. All these MMA fighters jumping ship, can't get any fights. Who's Malikin going to fight next after Rugrug? Buchecha? Well, Buchecha lost to Rugrug too. So, like, what are we doing here? Who's he going to fight? Nobody. He has no fights at heavyweight if he had won this title fight against Rugrug. So, I feel like it's possible that he lost this fight on purpose. Anyway, like I said, I'm just going to leave that there for you. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. One championship and all these fighters leaving, jumping ship. What's going on over there? MMA just floundering over in one championship. They're Muay Thai and kickboxing. Like I said, I'll say it one more time. Fantastic stuff, great production, very fun fights, but MMA at one championship falling apart every other day. Something new is coming out with this stuff. Karate Combat's coming after him. What's going on there? Let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this, and I'll see you in the next one.